I will send this to everybody I know once I get this.
Hello, Internet.
Put it in general chat.
Hey, world. Welcome. We're back. So, who wants to do a recap of what happened last episode?
Bro, I can barely remember what I had for breakfast. No.
Well, I'll do it then. The ragtag group of adventurers all had a nice little nap where they all interacted with the strange entity known as Igor, who offered all of them gifts, abilities, or questions. All but one actually took the chance at a new ability. Only one asked a question, but it was hopefully useful to them.
It was
The trap
promised
was
to be useful, so it better be damn useful.
Take it how you will. Upon waking, the trap was not sprung, and a certain somebody really wanted to try out their new device that they got. So, after collecting the last of their materials, they headed out into the woods, shot off a gun, blowing a hole through a tree.
Scaring some peoples.
Indeed. Everyone returned to camp. Certain people had strange encounters with a succubi, and another decided mysteries and secrets are way more important than sleep.
No. He read them on his watch and then forgot to wake someone else. It wasn't a decision.
It wasn't a conscious decision.
I've had those
Actually,
nights
it was
personally.
a conscious decision.
That's why. Oh, God.
It was conscious,
And
but not a
Mo
decision.
died off screen.
Oh no, rocks! How could this have happened?
Well, he's in the forest of trees.
Who did?
No, rocks.
Anyways.
ROC.
I know.
Gonna be
Anyways,
riding one of
everyone
those in battle tomorrow.
except for Mo wake up having enjoyed a long rest. Or no, sorry, not except for Mo, except for Orryn. Enjoy having a long rest. Orryn, you're not exhausted, but you're definitely feeling tired, and you're out of all your luck points and a couple of spells, I think.
Not spells, but I'm out of one of my chronal shifts too.
Alright, but everyone wakes. What do you do? Getting ready for the day.
Snaps every bone in her spine as she sits up. Ugh.
Grumble until Platt's made coffee.
Makes coffee to stop the grumbling.
Orryn doesn't notice people getting up until he smells the coffee.
I heard of the dupe.
Welcome, Apollo.
Yo, we literally just finished the recap and everyone was waking up.
Perfect timing.
Alright. I suppose you're going through the forest.
Mm.
Is there a forest here? Looking at the map.
Yeah. It's not on the map. It's not big enough to be really seen. Like from the map view. It's like it'll only take you guys a day to get through it. Sure, suddenly map or suddenly forest.
And suddenly.
Just a single tree.
Isn't that all
Single
forests?
massive
It's
tree.
just one tree.
Bro, getting Vietnam flashbacks to Sky Factory. Whew.
Voldemort. That's all I'm saying.
Anywho, you guys are 4 days away from Sonaria City. You guys set up and head off in the usual fashion in appropriate carts.
Believe so. Having trouble, Apollo? Or-
Sorry, I had to update the name.
Ah, gotcha.
He's all good. So, give me your marching order.
I think Grayson's cart is usually in the lead.
Jasnah and Amavasya usually chill in Grayson's cart, I think.
As does Orryn.
Yes.
I think
So
literally
we're-
everyone except Martin is in Martin and Platt are in Grayson's cart.
Yeah.
Because no one else can fit in Platt's cart.
Yeah.
And Platt can't fit in any cart. See large.
He a big boy. Well, alrighty then. You guys start heading off into the woods. It's not super thick, and there are occasional little rock formations here and there as you're heading through the woods. It's currently it's a pretty nice day out. Quite sunny. Feels nice on your skin and scales and fur. And chill. After about 3 hours in, you guys see on the side of the road what looks to be three stones at the end of mounds. They potentially look to be graves just off on the side of the road.
Wonder what the story behind that is.
Don't know.
Not sure stopping is a great idea, though, given the situation we're in.
Agreed.
You continue to press on.
Can Amavasya take a sketch of the graves?
Sure. From the cart? Yeah, you take a quick look. You can't really, There's something scratched on them, but you're too far away to really see what it is.
Moire will go up and investigate while we continue on.
Alright, what languages does Moray know?
Moire knows. Just a second. Moire just knows common, but I will look through Moire's eyes and I speak common, gnomish, primordial, and what is it? Jaren?
Jaren.
Jaren? Yeah.
Okay, you do not understand this scratchy looking script.
Do I recognize what language it would be from?
Hold on. I can. Like the base characters, I'm sure you mean.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me quickly look this up. I do not believe you do.
Okay. I'll attempt to sketch them down from memory.
All right, Grayson, give me a perception check.
You mean Grayson?
Yeah, I meant Grayson.
Okay. Just want to make sure. 7.
Okay. So you're
Dice.
Nice.
Grayson, you're just enjoying the view here. It's really not. It's a nice forest. Like the trees look wonderful. It's spring, so it's like new life. And suddenly your horse falls into the ground in front of you. Hold on. Let me bring you to a map.
Map.
I like the violent squirrel.
Yeah, I haven't hidden him yet, but whatever.
Am I here? Oh,
Not yet, but I just threw you in there quickly earlier. As your horse falls down into a 15-foot pit. And
they're attached to the cart!
yeah, it is starting to drag the cart in. Everyone on his cart, give me dex saves. Orryn, give me a quick perception check, because you're currently going through Moray's eyes, who's over here staring at the thing. So your senses are with Moray. You're currently on the cart as this is all happening. So perception check with Moray.
Okay. Nat 20, so 25.
Yeah, Moray hears and sees you in the cart starting to be pulled into this pit. So you can make the dictionary save as normal. If you had failed, you would have had disadvantage.
Gotcha.
Do I have time to react to this?
What are you planning?
I want to shoot an ensnaring arrow at the back wheel of the cart to vine it to the ground.
Yeah. Oh, okay. If we have time to do something, I was gonna cast levitate on the horse. I was just figuring that was gonna be after the deck saves.
Oops.
Give me an initiative check.
Okay.
Because
I am
initiative is
good at those.
actually a skill.
All right.
I have advantage on initiative.
Mhm.
Natural 20.
You can certainly try.
As I hear the
21.
cart in front going, I just draw my bow and fire, cast ensnaring strike as a bonus action, fire it into the wheel.
And I
Roll to hit.
will snap my sense back to myself and attempt to cast levitate on the horse.
11 plus 6, 17.
All right. Yeah, no problem. You cast Ensnaring Strike. The wheel stops. You cast Levitate, and the horse is now suddenly. Actually, hold on. I have to bring up the horse's stats because it does not realize magic is okay. I only have a warhorse stats, so that should be good enough. So, what's the DC for Levitate?
Oh, my DC.
And what check?
Tate. Constitution saving throw. DC 15.
The horse makes it save, and it is not.
It's gonna re-roll that.
Do you have Lacrity left? Okay, yeah, sure.
There we go.
It fails, and it is suddenly Tinkerbell, it can fly! And it does not look happy or okay with this. I am flying. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Better than falling.
True. Speaking of which, hold on. I just need to get some other things out. You all hear loud war cries. Does anyone by chance speak Goblin?
I don't.
Maybe. Hold on.
I have a bunch of languages. Not Goblin, though.
Not Goblin. Orcish. Damn it.
Okay, then none of you understand what they're saying, but you also hear loud howls as a number of goblins riding wargs pop out from behind a number of shrubs, rocks, and bushes around you.
Cool.
You can feel free to roll initiative as I bring them back out onto the lair.
Oh, motherfucker, they are.
Doodly doo.
I knew I should have used primeval awareness before going to the fucking forest.
Typical Athy initiative roll.
Oh,
Sounds about right.
Does not matter what character I am playing.
By the way, Mo, you can also roll initiative as you hear deep in, or not too far from your position, howling of wargs and the screeching of goblins. You think they're at it again. And it should take you
Oof. That's an Artorian.
about a
number.
round or two to get in, to get to.
No. Fucking goblins go after me.
The goblins go after you. The goblin bosses will go before.
not
The
ideal.
wargs will go on their rider's turn unless they are unseated. Did everyone roll? Oh, Martin.
I did mine with physical dice.
Right. I'll add you to the turn order, and you can. Anyone else need themselves added?
Nope.
Oh, damn. I forgot to put on the music. Let's go with this one. Actually, no. This one sounds better. Amavasya, what did you roll? Oh, 21. Okay, so Orryn, you are first to react seeing these foes appear.
I am indeed first to react, so I will cast Mage Armor.
Right, you didn't do that earlier. And you certainly do. Anything, any movement, any bonus action?
Don't have any bonus action. Oh, just a second. No. Moire, who I currently cannot control. will go over here and use the help action to aid anyone who's going to attack this one.
Here, I'll let you just drag the Moire token on
Okay.
so you can control them.
Giant cat.
And suddenly,
Possibly
it's a
slightly
fat cat.
smaller. There we go.
Are you helping against the goblin or the warg?
Against the goblin.
All right. Duly noted. So, on Orryn's turn, Grayson. Your horse is floating above a pit. Taking a quick peek down, there are a number of spikes in the bottom. You think that might not have turned out too well if it wasn't for the levitate.
Thank you, Orryn. Grayson's gonna obviously let go of the reins, just kind of like, whoa, girl, it's okay. And then he's gonna stand up on his cart, and after taking in the situation around them, kind of just go shit. But as for what he's actually gonna do, is he's going to cast. He's gonna cast Shatter, focused there. Yeah. So he's gonna hit those two. Circle. My beautiful Shatter Circle.
Nice.
Alrighty. Okay,
it's a 20-foot radius, right?
Those are
10-foot radius.
Oh, it's a 10-foot radius. I think
but
it's still.
That's still within, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
they're so good.
Oh yeah, you got plenty of space between those two.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So hit all 4 of them.
Nice.
Both wargs fail. And one goblin succeeds.
Takes half
Yep.
time.
So that goblin is dead. This warg
Those are good rolls for damage,
is
too.
pretty hurt.
Yeah, it was above average. We take those.
And this goblin is not dead.
Might be.
As you shatter and the bushes that were obscuring the view kind of shake a little. And you hear a thump, but you can't really see it because it's still out of your view.
Right. Excellent. And just the last thing, uses movement to roll off the cart and take cover between the rock and the cart. Whatever little it'll do for him.
Duly noted. Up next is Amavasya.
Oh, sorry. Can I do one last thing?
Sure.
Philly is just going to fly over and help on any attacks on that goblin.
All right, duly noted. And by the way, was Philly visible before combat started?
Probably not. I'll roll
Okay.
a D2 on it. One that she was. Fuck. All right. Yep. She was visible.
She is or what is not?
Is visible.
Okay. Good to know. Amavasya, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself, and I'm going to hide in the cart.
Okay. Roll stealth.
And then stealth is... 9 plus 6 is 15.
Okay, you duck down behind the brim of the cart. You're pretty sure you're not seen, at least from this side. The side that you're on. You're pretty sure you're hidden over there. Alright, it's time for the goblin bosses. The first one up to the north. There's a little flying creature around him, and he doesn't want any of that shit. So he's gonna make an attack against it. Does that hit Philly?
What was it? Sorry, 12.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right, he'll make a second attack against Philly as well.
Yeah.
For 3 points of slashing.
Oh, she's okay.
All right. And now he's going to use his cavalry training to have his warg make an attack against Philly as well, since he's made contact. But the warg misses.
We take this.
Philly survives for now, and he's going to hunker in behind this rock. The other goblin boss he's gonna or no, his warg's gonna leap over from the high ground. Yeah, sure. And only seeing the one person in range, he's going to make his 2 attacks against sorry, Jasnah.
Ow.
Ooh.
I'm guessing those hit.
A bit.
Takes 7 points of slashing damage as the warg also jumps up. As he says something in Goblin, and he kind of rears up and tries to bite and drag you kind of out of the cart.
It does not bite me.
He's nipping at your heels, but
Fuck you.
he does not. Yeah. And he will use his. Okay. The carts are kind of in the way. Move those 2 back. And he's going to use his bonus action to disengage.
Does the warg disengage?
It is part of his mount, or it's part of him. So they have like a certain cavalry training. So him and his mount are one. Any attacks directed at him, his warg will be. He can choose to make it target him instead, so he's just fully disengaging. And that is the goblin bosses. Platt.
So the rest of these boys are in cover.
The ones obscured by trees are heavily obscured, and the ones behind rocks are in full cover.
Okay, I'm gonna drop the bow and take out my shield and my gun.
Yeah.
Because we be angry.
Remember, these 2 advantage. You can get
Yeah,
to a
no,
point you
and
can
this
fire
one
at.
hasn't gone yet, so I can
Yeah.
really fuck him up. I would have seen the cat thing fly off somewhere. Platt's going to run over here. Charge through.
Okay, hold on. Platt, you get to hear, and you hear a snap. Give me a dex phase as you feel the ground give beneath you, and you begin falling into another pit trap.
23.
Okay, you only take half damage. And you take only 3 points of spike damage as your shell breaks most of the pointy sticks in the bottom of this hole, but you are now 15 feet in a hole.
Well, that's unfair. That's unpleasant.
Goblins set traps. You can try and use your action to try and climb out.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, give me an athletics check.
Athletics is 18.
Oh yeah, no problem. You manage to huff, puff, and pull yourself out on the other side. Any bonus action?
Yeah, I'm gonna Hunter's Mark the Warg.
Duly noted. Merton. Merton's gonna run and try to reach the other the goblin boss on the warg, but he also fucks up since that's the direct line, and he needs to make a dex save. He also falls in a pit, but he only takes half damage as well. You hear him groaning in the bottom. Oh. He will try and climb out as well. And he does so, but that is his full turn. Falling in a pit as well. Alright, and it's the... Alright, is there any... Yes, there's a single warg who does not have a rider. Who... And it will run, and it will use its... Whoops. Its action to... Wait, no. How far do wargs go? Oh, 50 feet. Jeez. Let's see how far I can get. And not quite close enough. So it'll dash and get right up next to Grayson, ending its turn. Question, is levitate, do they have to make a save every round?
No,
It's just the one?
just the one.
Is
Alright,
it
cool.
continuing to go up?
No, that would
Only if he
be
makes it.
Yeah. I can make it go up or down by up to 20 feet each turn, but right now I'm just keeping him ground level.
Okay, the two horses hearing the wargs are not really feeling it right now. Let's see if they panic. The one horse in the air is freaking the fuck out, but it can't really do anything. The other one is a bit more trained, and it's under control for now. It trusts in Platt, who we just saw fall in a hole.
In Platt we trust.
To be fair, horses spook at plastic bags, so.
Mo, you appear out of the forest. Where should we have you come out from? Yeah, you could choose from either side of the top. You come out of the forest seeing, like, you've used all your movement getting out, but you see a number of individuals fighting off a pack of warg-riding goblins.
Is there any creature that I know that these goblins are particularly afraid of?
Give me a history check. I mean, they're currently riding giant wolf things. Nothing nothing specifically comes to mind. Like they'll like alone they'll be afraid of just about any creature, but in a large group like this, they should be fine with just about anything right now, at least.
Okay. Then stepping out of the woods, seeing this situation, Mo is going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Where?
Let's see how. Range 60 feet. So I'll just do it like right here. Oh, wait, hold on. Here. I think that's...
Right. Attacking at the goblin boss on his warg.
Yes.
Alright, what does your spiritual weapon look like?
So I know like typically it's radiant, but since I'm in nature, does it have to be radiant or?
Your spiritual weapon can be whatever you want it to be.
Alright, yeah, so I cast it and blades of grass start plucking out of the ground and form into a large grass-like squirrel. And it just sits there and goes.
Alright, if you want to quickly draw something, like I was going to try and find an image, but yeah, fuck. I don't think there's an image of a grass squirrel anywhere in the world.
Sure there is.
Yeah. 9 unfortunately misses as the goblin brings up its shield and just kind of blocks the attack off to the side. But seeing you, you hear it kind of hiss at you. Say something in Goblin. Unless you understand Goblin.
I do not.
Then you have no idea what he says.
That looks more duck-like.
Quack, quack.
And I think... okay, that missing, I will cast... Sacred Flame.
At the boss or the warg?
Oh, good question. Let's go with the boss.
Alright, deck save. It fails, and your sacred flame rises up, hitting the goblin, and it can't really duck out of the saddle enough to avoid it.
Yeah, and I think that's all I can really do. Just gonna lean down and pick up like a daisy or dandelion from the ground and just like look at it.
Okay. Good to know. Jasnah.
Jasnah is like, oh shit, and like stands up, pulls her rapier. She's going to spin around, see this Wolfie coming up on Grayson, and is going to she's going to she doesn't have a whole lot that won't explode. She will cast Bane on this wolf.
Bane, you can
Okay.
target 3 creatures.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
you got 2 more to pick.
So, this one that's engaging.
The goblin or the warg or both.
What's
do
the
both.
range on Bane? Oh, okay. I was gonna say you could
Because
probably
I don't
hit
think
both
she
the
could reach 30 feet from her.
30. Yeah,
Coulda.
Yeah, you could hit the. And you can't really see the
one
boss
spot.
over there. He's like you need to be able to see the creature. I'm pretty sure.
So
he's-
I'll
You
go
can hit the boss.
the goblins on top of these guys.
Right, goblin on.
This guy and this guy.
Cool,
And
cool.
this warg.
All right.
And she's going
the
to head over this way with her sword in case it needs stabbing.
what's the saving throw?
Bane
It's a
is.
charisma save.
Did I not put it in the? Come on, roll 20.
No.
Do the thing.
Why can't Roll20 be like Julie? She does the thing. The first goblin up north succeeds. The goblin boss fails.
Wah, wah.
And the war succeeds. The two with -1 charisma succeed, and the one with 0 is fails. That's hilarious. But yeah, you see the kind of dark energy kind of coalesce around the boss, and he does not look too great. He's not happy. All right, time for Dagabos. The one up north is going to ride into Platt. He's going to say something to his warg, and he's going to make a scimitar attack against you, Platt. I think a 20 hits.
Yeah.
Okay, you take 8 points of slashing. And the warg is going to attempt to make a shove action against you to push you back into the hole. So give me athletics or acrobatics competition.
Acrobatics is 16.
Okay, it is even. So like you're pushed, like you're currently like pushing hard against each other, but you just managed to kind of shift its weight to avoid fully pushing you in just by the skin of your non-existent turtle teeth. And he's going to use his bonus action to disengage and fuck right off. For now. This one's going to rush in. Actually, you know what? No. This one is going to make a shot against... can kind of only see Amavasya, right? Or not Amavasya, sorry. Amavasya is hidden. So, Jasnah is going to make a short bow attack against you.
Woo! No.
9 probably misses. Does not like that, and he kind of just rides off, hiding again. This one's going to ride up from behind. And he's going to make his shot against Orryn. 21 to hit.
That hits.
Alright. You take 8 points of piercing and give me a constitution save.
Yep.
Or a concentration check.
Yep. Oh, that's I'm fine. I rolled a 19 plus whatever my con is.
Oh yeah. You just needed a 10.
Yep.
And he's going to fuck off as well. If I could...
No, he's not.
Stupid fucking horse. It's a big token, okay?
Put it on the map layer. That way it's not in the way.
Well, it's for in case the horse starts running.
Perfect.
This Gobbo is going to try and slash at Merton, and the warg is going to try and push him back in the hole. 9 is going to miss. And Merton should be fine. Yeah, he doesn't get pushed in, but the goblin will simply surround Merton. And I think that's all the gobbos. Yes, that is all the gobbos. Orryn,
Okay.
you got an arrow in your shoulder.
I do. Not a fan of that. However, I am going to cast Magnify Gravity. And I will do it. Let's see, which ones do I want to? Where's that? All right. I will hit these two and their wargs. Oh no, actually, I haven't seen this one, have I?
No, you haven't. You
That-
saw this one duck back behind his rock.
I saw which one?
This one down here duck
Yeah,
back behind
so
his rock.
I'll do these two then.
All right, what's the saving throw?
Saving throw is a Constitution DC 15.
All right, I'll do the wargs first. Okay. Both the wargs are fine. The goblins,
Well, take half damage. But yes.
yeah, and not half speed. Yes, they are even barking in my background. And I think no matter what you roll for damage, the goblin down south is going to be destroyed. But
Yeah, so 12 damage if they failed their save, 6 if they succeeded.
okay. So the one gobbo down south, he gets sucked into your little vortex, and you hear crunching of bones as the gravity crushes the tiny little green body.
Ew.
Yeah, the other ones do not look happy, but they are still alive. Well, the warg. And the other goblin's actually alive too.
Moire will go over here and use the help action against the goblin leader.
Alright. Good to know.
And I'll just, if I can, try and get partial cover behind the rim of the cart since I'm so short.
Are you like jumping off the cart over here, or are you trying to like duck down behind here?
Well, I was just meaning, when Amavasya hid inside the cart, you said there was like a rim. She was like hiding inside the cart.
Yeah, there was a bit of a rim that they could like. You'd have to like move over there to get some cover, just because you're currently like standing in the middle of the cart. So if you went over and like ducked down, yeah, you could get some cover.
Okay.
Um,
Oh,
everybody else okay?
everyone else is here.
Well, shit. It's his turn. Huh. Well, that's what you want to hear. Or read, I guess.
Technical difficulties.
Okay. Okay, Jasnah, you heal 2 hit points as Grayson-
Hit points 2d6.
I think that's just what he rolled.
With two, it says with 2 healing lights. Taker of terrain.
Alright, so you gain 3 hit points, Jasnah. As Grayson extends his hand and a bit of light comes to you. Definitely feeling better than before.
Yes.
Alright. Amavasya, you've been sneakily hiding yourself in the cart this whole time.
Yeah. Okay. So, question about Roll20 sheet. The attack column. Do I add that when I roll to attack?
I'm sorry, hold on. So, like,
Yeah, so
what are
like,
you...
It says +5 or +7 or something. That's what you add to your attack.
Now,
Yeah,
is that damage or is that to hit?
To hit.
Oh, the attack is, yeah, to hit.
Okay.
So, any of your... Right, actually, just about any of your attacks other than your cat's claws have +6 to hit.
Okay. Cool. So, I'm going to try to go for a sneak attack on the the goblin dude. I think was
Yeah.
being help actioned.
Yep. Plus, you were hidden, so you have advantage.
Or
Anyways.
my other 12. I need a 20. Oh. Okay, I'll roll that one twice, and I don't know where to put the other one. Okay, so first would be 15. Second is 21.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
And then
Roll your
because-
damage with sneak attack.
Alright, D 8 with the bow. D8, what does that look like? Oh. I drop everything. That's a 10. That's a 4. Double pyramid, that's an 8. Okay.
So how much in total?
Okay, so hang on, I have to do multiple math. Okay, so it's that,
So it's a
and then
D8 plus 4 plus 2d6.
yeah, and then plus 5 and plus 2, so 8 plus 5, 13. Yeah, 13.
Okay. Your arrow sticks into the little goblin shoulder. He looks over, seeing you popping out of the cart, and he shouts something in an unintelligible tongue, but you don't think it was pleasantries.
Alright, and then I'm gonna hide action again.
Alright, roll for stealth.
P20. Plus 6, 13.
Okay. That is good to know. You're pretty sure you're hidden. Moving on to the goblin bosses. First one's going to come out and... Oh, there's a Grayson. And Grayson is still not in chat. Hmm.
You guys could hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because my Discord's
Yes.
being weird too.
Hashtag keep Discord weird.
Oh,
Yeesh. I will go into Grayson's sheet to see if those... Well, the first one hits. See if that hits. Yeah, that's gonna hit, unfortunately. So that would be a total of 14 points plus... He's gonna use his cavalry training and have his mount take his reaction to make a bite attack. Jesus. I think Grayson might be unconscious.
25.
Yeah, Grayson is unconscious. unless somebody has something that can help him. The goblin is just going to. The goblin is just going to cackle and run back. Oh,
Hello?
hey, Grayson.
Hello.
Computer Discord on my computer is still just spinning on connecting. I was able to get on my phone for whatever the fuck reason. They're on the same Wi-Fi, but hey, whatever.
Hey, it's something.
It's something.
Congrats, you just went unconscious.
What? That's a lot of damage. Wow.
Yeah, that was 25 points of damage to you.
Yeah, we down.
At least you don't have to make a strength saving throw to get knocked prone.
Oh, that's because I already have.
Yeah. And the goblin's gonna just kind of cackle and run off laughing as your body falls.
Oh, bastard.
The other one is going to make a swipe at the cat who is floating around him. It's annoying.
Yep.
And he's going to
Miss.
brutally fail. So he'll make another one because he doesn't like this cat. It's flying around his head.
Oh.
Oh no. Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, Moray. Well, that sucks. And the warg's just going to make a bite attack against Merton. Actually, no. He's going to try and push him in to the hole again, because fuck that hole. But Merton is made of stiffer stuff. Goblo is annoyed, so uses his bonus action to disengage and just kind of get away from all that sitch right for now. Platt, your, I think, best friend in the world just fell unconscious next to you.
Nope, can't do that station because that takes 2 rounds. Cool. Move my hunter's mark to this warg.
God,
All right.
you guys are actually throwing. I'm gonna healer go down first. Go.
And I'm going to shoot his warg.
You can certainly try.
19 plus stuff.
Yeah, that
25.
will. That will definitely hit the warg.
Where's my D10? D10 plus D6 plus 2 for archery plus 2 because wargs are monstrosities.
I'm pretty sure wargs are beasts.
Wargs are monstrosities.
Are they?
Oh yeah.
Oh. They just seem like big, weird dogs.
Oh, they're violent mutated creatures.
They have demon blood.
Oh yeah, they are a monstrosity. Huh. Today I learned.
They're my fit. This is why I was really pissed when I didn't use my goddamn
Primeval awareness, or whatever it's called.
natural explorer, or whatever it is.
Primeval
primeval
awareness. Nice.
So
I actually remember.
6 plus 4, 10 plus another 4, 14 plus 7. 21 points of damage to the warg.
Alright, you shoot this warg right in its ass. It was the thing that did the final blow to your friend to fall unconscious. It's still alive and kicking, though. It's bleeding like shit, but it's alive.
And
For
that's my
now.
turn.
Alright, that's your first shot this combat. Alright, I'm just counting the bullets
Yeah,
in
I
the
have a
chamber.
counter in my thing.
Perfect, you're the man. Merton. He's sick of these goblins trying to push him in a hole, so he's going to try and grab the goblin and throw him in a hole. Goblin for the save. Merton just barely manages to grab the goblin's leg and throw it in the hole.
Oh yeah.
Dex save. It fails. So it's going to take the full 2d6.
Oh, and I would have just stepped over Grayson. So
Good
that
to
I get
know.
away.
That's not going to be a pretty sight to wake up to if I wake up.
And Merton, hearing the loud crack, will... Oh no, that takes his attack action. Never mind. That's the end of his turn. Wargs. This warg is going to step back. And it will make a leap onto the cart. Let's see if it just totally bites it. Oh no, it's fine. It manages to do a giant leap, kind of lands on the horse, and then lands onto the cart, seeing everyone in there. How do... I don't have a D3, so... It can see all of you. So 1, 2 is Jasnah, 3, 4 is Orryn, 5, 6 is Amavasya. Orryn, it sees you as a delicious little snack, and it will make a bite attack against you.
Nope.
Its teeth gnash at you, and you just manage to duck out of the way as it bites into just the side of the carriage or cart, rips off a little bit of it. It looks frothy and hungry. The warg without a goblin is also going to attack Merton. But he can't land for shit unless it's a single only healer. So, yeah. The horses, the one that had a warg land on it is still freaking the fuck out. The other one...
There's a third warg without a rider down here, I think.
Oh, right. Thank you for reminding me.
Damn it, Orryn. No.
I do appreciate that. It is also going to clamber onto the cart.
Oh god.
Kind of. It's just like it's like a pupper, hind legs up on the back,
Yeah.
and you're kind of the. I'll make it roll as well. Same numbers. Although Jasnah's a little out of reach. But it's going to try and grab Jasnah and yank her out of the cart by its teeth. But it's snapping at you, but you're just like crawling back against the far side of the
She
cart.
boops
Just
it really hard on the nose with the flat side of her rapier. No!
much better. Much better.
Bad! Bad dog!
It looks a little confused at you for a moment. The other horse is starting to freak the hell out, though, now, with the smell of blood and all this fighting. Which direction shall it run?
Percy, you're gonna get stuck.
It is going to start to turn and run directly north, avoiding the pit, because it's quite obvious to see, and starts running off into the forest with Platt's cart.
Oh no! Does any
The other
of
one
this
is-
happen to fall in the goblin?
Hold on. I'm gonna roll a D100. Yeah, some things roll and fall out of the cart. The goblin takes 2 points of bludgeoning damage as Platt, what falls out of your cart?
There's my 100.
Here, let me just open up your inventory.
Hold on, I have a thing for this.
Do we know Zach has prepared a table of random things in his cart to hurt somebody?
So
That
that would be
doesn't actually
the
surprise me. Surprising literally no one.
That would be the hooded lantern.
The hood lantern falls out of the cart and smashes on this little goblin's head.
That was full
As
of oil.
He's now covered in oil, and he's also currently impaled on his own spike trap.
Boy, if we don't all die from this, we're gonna have a bonfire.
Mo.
I think first thing Mo is gonna do is attack the warg with his quacking.
Sure, roll for it.
Quack Thulu.
I'm not sure if I did this right.
Oh, you did. And Quackthulu, or Quacken, sorry, raises up its beak and pecks down on the tail, and then pecks down again on its hindquarters, and it yelps out in pain.
And then as this horse is running away, because Furbolg can passively semi-communicate with animals.
Yes, you hear it. You kind of get the sense, the feeling from it is shit, fuck, wolves, big wolves, giant wolves,
Well,
run.
It's actually the other direction. The horse can perfectly understand him. He can't necessarily understand the horse.
It just says I have the ability to communicate in a limited manner. With
Yeah,
beasts and
the
plants.
next sentence, they can understand the meaning of your words, though you have no special ability to understand them.
Oh, okay. Then I will just go to the horse and be like, "Hey, I'm Mo. Slow down a little bit."
Give me an animal handling check.
Well, that's the one thing I'm proficient in.
Okay, it kind of calms down after seeing you, and it doesn't go completely running into the woods, but it just kind of starts trotting a bit, still heading out, but it's not bolting for its life as it was before. And that will be your action.
Yes, and that is my turn.
Any movement?
Yeah, it's probably a little bit more shady under this tree.
People are dying and he's just hanging out under a tree.
I
He
can
has
only
no idea
see...
people are dying. He cannot see the people
Yeah.
who are dying.
This
You
is
just saw a man throw a goblet into a hole.
Yeah, this is all I can see right now.
As far as he knows, this
Oh.
fight is going great and no one is in trouble.
All the puppers are on the carts. They want to sit. They think they're lapdogs. Jasnah.
God, a warg lapdog is the last thing we need.
So Jasnah just smacked this one in the nose, so she's going to attempt to stab it.
Roll to stab.
Roll to
This
stab,
would've been-
maybe?
That stabs.
So she or a rapier is stabbing or slashing. Either way, she
Piercing.
pierce,
Or
stab.
stabbing.
So
So
stabbing,
she
yes.
stabs it in the face and is going to turn and give inspiration to Orryn beside her.
Thank you.
All right. This warg looks really wounded, and it currently doesn't have Rider right now, so it looks like it's on the verge of bolting right now.
Which one?
The one that you just stabbed down south. Like, it is definitely bloodied. It looks very bad, and there's no one controlling it currently, so it looks like it's about to bolt.
And this fight would have been so easier if these were wolves and not wargs, where I could talk to them and convince them to murder their masters.
If only. Anything else, Jasnah? Any
Nope.
movements?
She's surrounded by big puppers right now.
Big puppers. Okay. Let's see. Gobbo's turn. This one is going to try and do a drive-by on Platt. So scimitar attack.
No.
Miss. Its Warlock will make a bite. Also no. It will
That was a sound.
kind of it'll disengage and finish its run after passing by. Gobbo's going to try and climb itself out of the pit. It does not.
Point of interest with the cavalry training thing.
Yeah.
The mount only gets an attack when the goblin hits.
Yes, it can use its reaction to make an attack. The wargs are acting on the goblin's turn currently, and when the goblin's dismounted, then it goes on the wargs thing. I did mention that at the start of combat. This other goblin on its warg doesn't... It sees the cart being filled with people, so he thinks that's going to be fine. So it's going to rush in and try and... It sees the big green floaty thing, and it does not understand it. It's going to try and shoot it. It just goes through the spiritual weapon as if nothing happened. It is confused. And it runs off. And tries to hide. Being confused. Orryn. You got puppers for days.
I will cast Magnify Gravity on these guys over here.
Okay. Constitution, right?
Constitution 15. That's what I like to see. Yeah.
Gobbo 1, fail. Gobbo bot. Also fail. Warg. Fail. All fail.
So they can all take 14 points of damage, and their speed is halved for the next turn. And I think I'm gonna stay right here because I don't want to take 2 attacks of opportunity.
It was 14, right?
14, correct.
Alright, just wanted to double check. Yeah, Gobbo 1 falls off his mount as he gets sucked in, and you hear another squish and a crunch.
How's the goblin boss over there looking?
Hold on. He is not looking great. But he is still standing. Well, sitting, riding. Any bonus action?
Nope.
Cool. Grayson, would you give me a death saving throw?
Save time.
Roll 20.
Hey, it's the first death save of the campaign, but you succeed.
We take those.
You hear a voice faintly off in the distance. Amavasya. You're a cat, and there are a lot of big dogs around you.
Oh joy. If I move like this, is it flanking?
It would be, but you would get an attack of opportunity from the other pupper.
Take it, they suck.
I can disengage.
Yes, you can, as a bonus action. And you do so as the pupper, you see him try and bite out at you, and you just kind of manage to quickly grab your tail right out from between its teeth.
Alright, and then I'm going to use my rapier.
Stab at advantage. And you do get sneak attack.
Wait, I do get sneak attack?
Yes.
Yep,
Yeah, as long as you have an ally within 5 feet of it, or you have advantage.
and you have both.
Oh. I did not realize. I thought it was only advantage if I was hidden. Okay.
Nope.
Nope.
It's
Any
weirdly
advantage,
named
or if you have an ally.
Yeah.
within
You
5
don't
feet,
actually
as
have
long
to
as
be
you don't
sneaking.
have, as long as you don't have disadvantage or it is on its own.
In fact, if you play oh god, what are
Swashbuckler.
the
Swashbuckler.
swashbucklers? You're encouraged not to sneak.
Alright, so I got 17 to hit.
Yeah, 17 definitely hits.
Okay, so then it's what? Those were 8 dice. I just had her. So it's a D8.
2d6 plus 4.
2, 6. Alright, so 14.
14, you stab into its hindquarters, and it looks bad. It's not dead, though.
Darn, that was my action, my bonus, so I'm all set.
It kind of turns, looking over to you, and snarls. Any more movement?
Nah.
Alright, goblin bosses. Let me double check this. Yeah, they're a bit smarter, or actually they're the same intelligence. But they recognize magic a bit more. And the one up north sees the newcomer, and they are going to ride into them. So Mo, you're going to get 2 attacks against you.
The 21 hits.
Alright. Doggo's going to use his reaction to bite at you.
That hits.
Alright, give me a strength saving throw. And you fall prone. And now it's going to use its action to try and bite at you again.
That misses.
Indeed it does. As it grabs your leg, pulling you to the ground, you were just kind of happily leaning up on a tree, and then it's like, oh god! Dog!
I would like to think that, like, I get hit on the ground, but then, like, yeah, I'm a pretty easygoing person, so I just put my hands behind my head, look through the tree, the clouds, having a good time.
Fair enough. The other Gobbo boss is going to make a rush at the giant turtle protecting the frail human. Both miss. And the dog will make his action to attack.
That hits.
I was thinking, I thought that just barely hits. Give me a strength saving throw.
My D20 is disrespecting me tonight.
That was lucky damage. Or I guess unlucky for you.
5.
Yeah.
Green die.
You fall back onto your shell and you're kind of curly belly up. Oh shit, you've been knocked prone. And he's going to run and disengage, hiding behind a rock. Speaking of which, Platt, it's now your turn.
Pick myself up.
Yeah, have your
Wait
movement.
here.
And I shift over, and that's why Assa's not coming to help. Right. Move Hunter's Mark to that one, and fucking murder.
Roll to hit.
14 plus stuff.
Yeah. You blow this dog's head off. It only had 2 hit points.
Jasnah! Grayson's down!
What's she gonna do about it?
Hope healing word.
She's a bard.
Bards have healing word.
She doesn't have healing word.
Well, I don't know that.
She does magic. She must do healing magic, right?
Platt has very limited understanding how magic works. He moves
But
back.
she did buy healing potions because she was smart.
She was the only one.
And he would know
to buy
that.
healing
Therefore,
potions.
my statement.
Yes.
Any more movement, Platt?
Nope.
All right. Merton. Merton's going to continue to try and fight with this fucking warg. And he'll actually hit it. What is that extra 4 for? Oh, the maneuver. He didn't do a maneuver. Yeah, he'll do a goading attack. Wisdom save. And the warg is now focused on him, and only him. Yeah, Merton's having his own little adventure in the back. The wargs. There's 2. One is going to go for Merton and just kind of pounce on him.
There's 3 again. There's the one way over here.
Right. And can't hit Merton for shit. This one is going to book it. And Amavasya, you're feeling pretty good. You just stabbed a dog and then its head blew up. And a dog
that was a dash for it anyway because its speed was halved.
Oh, right. Its speed was halved. Thank you for letting me know. So yeah, it just dashed up and suddenly there's another pupper behind you. The last one...
I forgot about that. Technically, this one's speed was halved too. But
yeah, they got 50 speed, so that should be enough. Yeah, yeah, that's enough to get there.
We can flavor text that Mo walked up to them.
It's like, hey, how you doing there? Oh, you're trying to kill me. Oh, that's okay. Circle of life and all that. Anywho, I don't know where that came from. This last dog is going to try and choose between the juicy lizard or the tiny snack. 1 to Jasnah, 3 for Orryn.
yep,
Orryn, it's your lucky day.
It is not my lucky day. I do not have any luck today.
And whose fault is that?
Shield.
All right, it goes and you feel like its teeth are about to close around your shoulder and it's going to pull you out of the cart, but you instinctively pull up your shield and sparks appear as it's biting almost onto you. You basically fit inside its mouth, but it just does not manage to break through. The horse, there's now another warg running up on it. It'll have advantage because of our new furball. and it doesn't freak the fuck out. It's kind of staying calm for now. The other one is still floating in the air, panicked as hell. Mo, your turn. Mo?
Oh, sorry. I forgot that my name was Mo. I'm gonna be honest.
A very Mo thing to do.
I mean, yeah, that's Mo. I mean, he wasn't planning on moving anyway, so he'll get up from prone. And how tall do these goblins go on their wargs and all that?
Let's see. Wargs are considered large creatures. Goblins are small. How big is a warg?
So like 10
Horse
feet up.
size? Horses are large too.
They stand at a height of about 5 feet, and goblins are probably only like 2.5, 3 feet. So total, sitting pretty at about like 8 feet,
Oops, I didn't mean to
7.5.
All right. Then Mo is going to stand up, and he, on this thing's warg, is going to lean over the warg and the goblin and be just slightly over him and say, "You know, I've died before. It's really not that bad." And he is going to cast Inflict Wounds.
On who? The warg
On the
or
goblin.
All right, you reach your hand out to just kind of pat this goblin on the head, and he pulls up his shield and backhands your hand away. You do not manage to touch this goblin. He is not... No touch. Bad touch.
But unbeknownst to him, my quacking, that is now that, apparently.
Yeah. Everything but the mouth came.
Not good, not good.
The Quacken's just kicking at him now.
Roll to hit with the Quacken, and
Oof.
you tried to pat him, and the Quacken tried to, like, peck at him, but it just missed and noticed some grubs in the ground, so it started pecking at those instead.
You know what? That's fair. That would happen. But that ends my turn.
All right, Jasnah.
Okay, so she hears that Grayson's down. So she is going to like take a breath and try to pull herself away from the warg that they're still fighting. Jump off, avoid.
Are you disengaging?
No, she's just going for it.
All right,
Yeah,
it will
she is.
try to bite at you,
No.
but it's been rolling terribly.
She spins around
does
and
not-
boops it on the nose again as she's running. And
Stop
she
It
is
does
go-
that kind of dog face, like, what?
She's gonna
Why?
get to here and upend a healing potion into Grayson's
Yeah.
mouth and try to make sure that he doesn't choke on it in the process, but he'll, just kind of like just sticking the end in his mouth and like holding his head. It's like, come on.
Whoever wants to roll 2d4 plus 2, either Jasnah or Grayson, you guys can decide.
Grayson should do.
Fair enough.
Going into his body.
2d4 plus 2?
Yep.
Excuse me.
That's the exact sound he makes.
Damn, and you come back to consciousness, and it's sputtering a little bit on this red liquid that tastes like cherries.
Get up, Grayson.
It's a good taste.
You ain't dead yet.
She helps him sit up and like pats his back. It's okay.
Jasnah, any bonus action?
Is going to Bonus action. Inspire Platt.
Good to know.
I'm gonna murder someone.
How are you inspiring Platt?
It's like she just gives him this look. It's just
It's that look that scaled people they just know.
yes.
They're both cold-blooded.
Platt just nods back, turns, and starts aiming where that goblin leader was coming from.
Alrighty, if there's no more movement,
Yep.
on to the gobos. Yeah, there's only 2 left. One is going to try and claw its way out of its pit. And it will succeed, rising from the darkness. As
Covered in
Bane
oil,
once
very
did.
flammable.
Yes, and it will actually move and jump onto its warg. Or nope, this is someone else's warg. He sees a warg, he's jumping on it. The other one saw somebody running away, and seeing that, they are going to... Whoop, did not mean to move. God damn it. They should make a token with a goblin already on a warg. For fuck's sakes. And,
Slim goblin.
and slimmer warg. The goblin will make an attack against you, Platt.
No.
Of course, it's terrible. It'll take the disengage as it continues riding. Seeing... Okay, this goblin just looks like
Long
totally
work.
fuck. This is just a fucked up looking goblin. Like, goblins are pretty ugly. This one probably would take the cake for ugliest goblin you've ever seen.
I think. Did I hit that one with a magnify gravity? I crushed him like a little bit.
Yeah, you did hit these ones before.
Yeah, so he's
this
just a little bit
out.
Yeah, he's not looking great. But the warrior's gonna bite at you, Jasnah, since you're standing and ooh, scales. Hopefully that tastes better. 13 to hit.
Nope.
He just kind of snaps at you, and you just kind of duck out of the way, and he's not happy. And he just kind of bolts into the brush. Can't really see him. You can kind of see him, but not too well. Like, he's heavily obscured. Orryn.
Last spell slot. I'm doing a 2nd level magnify gravity on these guys.
Okay. Go ahead and let me roll the Constitution.
+6. Damn. Nice. 22.
28? Holy shit, snacks.
Yeah, I rolled 8, 8, and 6. However, I am out of pretty much everything now.
Hold on. This is your... Magnify Gravity is a 1st level spell?
It is a 1st level spell.
Holy shit, snacks. Yeah, the goblin boss gets pulled off. Dying.
Yeah.
What was the total damage again?
22.
Oh. Gobbo, pulled in, squish, crunch. Warg, pulled in, squish, crunch. Warg, pulled in, squish, crunch.
There we go.
And there is now like a huge patch of flesh, fur, and bits just all squished together. You hear a loud pop.
That's for my cat.
Very gross. Anything else?
Nope, I'm still ignoring the guy trying to eat me.
He can't seem to hit you
he
anyways.
Has not targeted any of the ones on the cart this entire combat.
You come back to consciousness. You're currently prone on the ground, looking up at Platt, kind of standing over you, and Jasnah just throwing away a potion bottle.
Never get used to that. And he's just gonna kind of slowly stand up, or not stand up, but like get into like a crouching position, not laying flat on his back, essentially. And he's gonna. Can he see that warg by the corner of the cart?
There's a bush in the way, so it's heavily obscured, so you can kind of see it, yeah.
All right. Does that mean just like at disadvantage, trying to shoot through the bush, or like what does the heavily obscured do for me?
It's just for like perception checks for when you're trying to see it, so you can shoot at it, no problem.
Ah, okay. Well,
Here, actually, let me look
Taking
it
a-
up. Like, it's a very rarely used mechanic.
fair enough. But to y'all, taking a quick look between two people next to me and two people on the cart, does anybody look really rough? I.e., has anyone taken a lot of damage?
You can say whether or not you're bloodied, which is if you're...
Orryn's fine.
Okay.
5.
So Platt is looking very rough.
Platt is wavering.
All right. Then that will be my turn. How do I wanna? Which one would be more?
Yeah, I'd say trying to hit something with an attack from heavily obscured would be a disadvantage.
All right. Then in that case, I'm gonna get up, shakily look over at Platt, who's like shell, maybe even is like beginning to crack, and is like, "Gosh, sure, that's not supposed to happen."
You even see a spike that had gone in through the shell from when he landed in the pit.
So yeah, he's gonna like get that out and patch him up with a level 2 cure wounds.
All right.
If Roll20 decides to let it go through.
Let's pray to the roll.
There it is.
All right.
Ooh, we take those. Okay, it's a little above average.
Platt, you feel a smack on your ass shell portion, and a warm feeling spreading from that area as some of your wounds begin to close up.
Actually, that's perfectly average.
Yeah. That's like, it's literally 1 above.
No, it literally is average, because 2d8, the average is going to be 1 plus 8, 9.
Oh, fair.
Rolled a 4 and a 5.
Huh. Where did the... Okay, so for some reason the turn order no longer shows me the arrow to go to the next person. That is weird. We'll just go from
But
there.
nobody else looks injured, right? Not drastically, at least.
Everyone looks at least that in your
I mean,
vicinity
everyone's
looks
like injured to
they're
some
hurt.
degree, it seems. But
Yeah.
Except for Amavasya. Amavasya is completely fine.
all right, Grayson's going to bonus action toss a single healing light at Orryn because he is even more squishy and currently face to face with the dog. So
Well, not face to face. He's looking the other direction, but
right. So as Grayson wakes up and looks at the car, he's like, "Ah, shit, Orryn, there's a dog," and he gives you a single hit.
Man, that is so on brand for Grayson. I don't think you've ever rolled over a 2 for a healing light ever.
You know, healing light's trash. Every other healing, beautiful from Grayson.
yeah.
Like, he got a staff of healing last time I played him. Nothing but, like, maximum heals.
Exactly.
Healing White's
But it's
don't give a
healing
shit.
right in the garbo.
To describe the dog behind Orryn right now, it's currently like paws up on the edge of the cart and just trying to snap down at him.
Go with that in a minute.
Good.
Speaking of people who haven't been even hit once this combat, Amavasya.
Oh, and sorry, Philly's
You're
gonna go
up.
invisible. I think
Good to know. Yes, you did.
Okay. Is it possible to attack and hand off a potion in the same turn?
Like drink a potion?
No, like pass
Or
A free object interaction, taking it, I think, is an action.
taking it is a bonus action I decreed. Giving it to someone else is an action. I'd say handing it, you can... give me a sleight of hand check to see how quickly you could quickly grab the bottle, pull it out, and toss it over to, I'm guessing, Orryn.
Yeah. Okay, sleight of hand. Which is a d20, this is a d20. 23.
Oh yeah, no problem. You're used to having to move your hands quickly for whatever job you were working, and you quickly toss over the bottle to Orryn. What bottle are you tossing at him?
A healing potion.
Okay. Orryn, a red tinted mixture is tossed quickly over to you and lands in your lap.
Alright.
What? That's your. I'm gonna say that's your item interaction. What are you gonna do with the rest of your turn?
I'm gonna stab Doggo. Or try to.
Oh, all right, roll to hit. Not at advantage, and you don't get sneak attack.
Hit.
Wouldn't they still get sneak attack just because Orryn's adjacent to the creature?
I'm
Not within 5 feet.
yeah, I'm not adjacent to the one that
Oh, that
air
is a
attack.
different ward.
If they wanted to disengage and come over here and attack the one next to me, they'd get sneak attack.
Am I allowed to disengage, or was the item
Yeah, you can
interaction a bonus?
you can.
Uh,
Nah, I had you roll to see if you were quick enough to only do that toss as an item interaction. You did, so it's just an item interaction. You still have your bonus, so you can disengage from this warg and try and go stab the one next to Orryn if you want.
Oh yeah, I want to do that then.
All right, you disengage from the warg. It's snapping at you, but you just managed to get out of its teeth, and you can attack with sneak attack.
Alright, now I can reach my sheet. That's the rapier. Okay, come on. 12.
12, unfortunately, just barely
Oh, wait.
misses.
Advantage? Was it?
No.
No, okay, never mind then.
No.
Yeah, just 12.
I mean, you've got
Yeah,
full movement. You
12.
get to flank.
Literally just barely misses as you try to stab into this wolf. Or warg, sorry.
Wait, do I have movement?
You have your full movement.
I mean,
It's,
I think it's a bit late for that now, but yeah.
Yeah, I would say it's a bit like you kind of already did your
got it.
movement. So
Oh,
you
I
try
forgot,
to
I
stab
have
it, and
wicked
it,
movement on this character. Okay, never mind.
and it just ducks out of the way. Try and stab it in the eye, and it's just, no, I want this little chew toy. I want it to be mine.
Why is the chew toy ignoring me?
It just wants head pats. Or, I don't know. Goblin boss's turn. One of them is dead. The other kind of pokes its head out. sees the mess and the carnage of everything that's gone down. Shouts something, rushes over to Platt to try and get someone.
No.
Second
guess.
one hits. 7 points of slashing. And the warg will use its reaction to bite.
No.
Which will miss. And it was action disengage, and warg's going to use full action to sprint the fuck out of here. Into the woods. Just bolting.
Running for long.
Yeah, it is off the map and has ducked into trees, so you can't see it anymore. You hear the goblin shouting something as it runs. Speaking of Platt, it's your turn.
Dep. Dep. Hunter's Mark, move that one.
Away from my gnome.
13 to hit.
That just barely hits.
All of the good stuff.
It does not matter. I think even if you rolled the lowest numbers, it is still dead as you blow up another warg.
Yeah, it was like 15 damage.
It had 5 left. So the warg is about to bite onto you, Orryn, and a loud boom, and the
Just
warg
cleave
falls.
the bottom jaw off.
Yeah, basically. Any more movement for you?
No, he's gonna stand there.
All right, Merton. Merton just saw all of those creatures suddenly he was just outside the radius for that attack, and he looked surprised as fuck to see everything get sucked in together like that, but he'll
Yeah, he was up on the
get
hill
over.
last fight, so I don't think he saw that.
Yeah, no, that was that was weird as fuck for him.
Nothing like
But
gravity
he's gonna-
suddenly going, no.
He's gonna push past all that and try and do a goading attack against this warg. He will hit. This warg is also looking terrible as fuck. Is it goaded? It just... Wait... What's his DC again? It is just barely able to not get goaded into attacking this half-elf person. Warg's turn. Yeah, it's going to disengage and run the fuck away. That's as far as it can get. There are no other wargs, just wargs. So the horse. That's fine. Most of the creatures are dead, so it's fine. Mo, you're up.
Okay, yeah. So Mo is going to kind of casually just walk out and see what else is going on around here.
You saw a giant squeeze pulling all the creatures in the closest area and turning them into a meat pile.
Yeah, I'll get back to that later. So
There's a hole.
there is. Do I notice homeboy chilling over here?
He wasn't really hiding. He was just running through, so you can hear the wolf panting currently, but it will be... You don't know what it's going to do next. But it's
Okay.
heavily obscured in the brush. Like it's a thicket there.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna light the whole thicket on fire.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's in like a bunch of plants and stuff, so I'm just gonna burn it. The whole thing.
Huh. Okay. You set the thicket on fire. So you're just like aiming for the thicket as a whole, right?
Yeah, I mean, if I can't really see the dude, then just,
Yeah. That's a spell or a cantrip?
That is a cantrip.
Okay. So you do see the outer edges on this side begin to take flame as it's produced from self. As you kind of reach out your hand and just like flame begins to float out and just attach itself to the forest and nature and begin to light itself aflame. You do hear a shriek and howling begin.
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
All right. Jasnah.
Okay, so that's all happening to this guy?
Yeah,
'Cause
you smell smoke beginning to come from that direction.
Well, she's kind of got the opposite idea. She runs up this way and is just going to breath weapon into straight line that way.
Fire and ice.
So, like, ice
what
up the
is
butt.
the save?
14. Let me roll my d6s, possibly.
Constitution?
It's a cold
Dex?
breath weapon, so yeah.
I would
Con.
think
I would-
Constitution.
That makes the most sense. Ooh, nice.
What was the DC again?
Just made it.
And is it half damage on a success?
Let me see. I have it here. DC the saving throw equals 8 plus your Constitution Mire plus 8. Let me see if that's right then. Yes. Half as much on a successful save. So
Okay.
they are going to take 5 points of damage. Of cold up the butt. And
Alright.
wait, 10 for the warg if he failed.
Which he did. You don't really see what's going on, but you take a big breath and a cold front comes out. And you see the leaves and everything begin to...
Frost over.
Basically. Smoke rises on the one side as flames begin to curl in. The warg is... Well, you hear the warg running out. Merton, Mo, Amavasya, and Orryn, you see a frozen goblin body fall off the warg as it hits a branch and it shatters on the ground as it does not take the disengage and just sprints for its life. And it as long as Merton doesn't hit it, which he's going to try, doing another goading. And he has literally just enough damage to decapitate as it tries to run the fuck away. Orryn, it is your turn. The only creature you can see is a fleeing warg.
How far away is it?
It is literally where it is on the map, so
Okay.
60 feet from you.
Well within range. Alright. So 22 will hit, I assume.
Yeah. Give me damage.
9 points of fire damage.
How do you want to do this?
Just kind of arc it up so that it boops him on the nose.
You shoot your little firebolt up in the air. It's weird, firebolts don't normally curve, but this one does. It goes in a straight line. Wait, no, it goes in a straight line up, stops, and boops straight down, burrowing a hole through the completely burning off the muzzle or mouth portion of this warg as it, in full sprint, flips and crashes to the ground. We are now out of combat. You survived.
Is over here still burning?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll start using...
Wait, actually, what's the range on your breath weapon, Athy?
15 feet, I think.
No, your flames have been put out as a cold front came through,
Yeah.
frosting over the entire bush.
Okay.
Surprise
Sweet.
winter.
How big is this pit? Across?
The pit right in front of you,
Yeah.
about 5 feet, and you look in, and there are spikes in the bottom and a lot of blood.
Yeah, I'll just start using mold earth to fill that in.
To let's see, 6 seconds, 12, 18 seconds later, you have filled in this hole with dirt from you just kind of flattened out the area, I guess.
There's
You took it from
light depression there.
and with all, yeah. So yeah, the hole is now filled in.
Hey, do you want to fill in the hole under this horse?
Oh, yeah, sure. He's going to very casually walk over. Definitely doesn't rush. And he'll start filling in that hole too.
This one will take a bit more time.
Because it's within like 9 minutes. We're okay.
Grayson's
but-
gonna go around and like check with everyone while he's doing that. Is anybody at or under half health?
Quick thing, Mo, Orryn, and Amavasya, just give me perception checks.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, that's... da-da-da. 21.
9.
Okay. 21, you do spot in... You're looking around just because you're not worried about any further holes that might be around, and you do see a fourth patch of area that looks like it does not belong. Amavasya, you spot this as well. To the south of you.
I'll point it out just so no one falls in it.
I'm gonna go once this is filled in. I'm gonna go over here, not really saying hello to the other people, but I will go and talk to the horse and be like, "Hello, it's Mo again. The people are gone. You can come back now."
Just kind of whinnies at you. Give me an animal handling. Yeah, no problem. The horse kind of trots back out to where it had been. Platt, you can mark off that hooded lantern. It is currently smashed and
Alright.
buried in a hole. Alright, just making sure.
Can I get rid of that trap?
Yeah, you can you kind of poke it a bit, standing a bit far back, and you see everything collapse in. Looking in, there are more spikes in the bottom of a 15-foot hole.
Can I push one of the wargs in to cover it?
Sure, give me a strength check to see if you're able to move this giant thing.
Can I use Mage Pod to get an extra 10 pounds of health?
Sure, it can hold the tail.
Alright. 14. Did I come through?
I
Yeah,
heard.
you
I
came
heard
through.
you.
Yeah,
Oh,
so,
okay.
oh, sorry, did my thing not go for some reason? Yeah, this is one of the ones that Platt blew up, kind of. And you shove it face first into the hole. It's not filling it completely, but it does slide onto the spikes and slowly continues to impale itself deeper on these things. It is a very gory mess.
Can I do the same with that one? Except in this one.
Sure, I'll just keep the same strength check as you slowly push this thing off and shove it into this hole. It does very similar. It's not filled in by any means, but I mean, it's got a warg body in it now.
Oh, great.
I'm gonna go investigate this mess over here, see if I can find anything out about the goblin leader, or see what he had on him.
Yeah, of course. There were two goblin leaders. The other one ran off in the opposite direction.
I can track him.
Do I find anything on this one?
Investigation check.
Okay.
Platt is
Yeah,
just
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Did it happen again? It's weird. It's like sometimes
Yeah,
my voice
so-
isn't actually going through. Everything's really smushed together, so it's really hard to actually discern what is which and who is who. at this point. So what was the roll again?
19.
All right, you managed to eventually pick out the boss, the tougher looking goblin.
I think you just cut out again.
Oh, goddamn! Why does that
There
keep
we go.
happening? You pull out. You do manage to find the goblin, this currently goblin boss, and it's smushed in there with a number of the other creatures and bits. But you manage to pull out the body. You're kind of thinking it over. You see, he has a scimitar, a shield. Oh no, that's broken.
Yeah.
Cut out again.
Oh god, gosh darn it! Hold on, I'm gonna switch which key is my push to talk. All right, let's try this one. What was the last thing I said that you heard?
Shield. Oh no, that's broken. The last thing I heard.
Yes, shield broken. Javelins. Oh no, broken. Scimitar looks good, if pretty small and a little bit bent, and not well maintained at all. It's pretty rusty. It's got chainmail that might fit you. It's definitely small, and also doesn't look very well maintained either. Going over the body, you find... Oh, no, that's a rag of some sort. No, you don't really find anything of very much interest at all on this corpse.
Alright.
What's everybody else doing? Amavasya is playing with wolf bits. Or warg bits.
Platt is looking at the tracks of what the leader left behind as it ran off before going up against a rock and just falling down.
Okay. You can give me a survival check if you wish.
Haha, I have advantage.
Yes, you do.
Because they are my favorite enemy. Bastards. 19 plus stuff. 25.
Damn. You're pretty sure you can follow this warg's trail for a good while. It looks like he is in a full sprint, get the fuck out of here, run. I mean, it's the last of its pack that actually survived this encounter.
Jasnah's just poking around a little bit to see if there's any connection between the bandits from earlier. She's not sure, but they are in a different area, so...
So
That's
what
right.
exactly are you
I guess
going about looking for?
Like if the gear is similar, or if like there was another like letter or note on one of the bodies, like the other one had.
Sure, give me
Just
investigation.
anything that could like, it may or may not connect them.
Yeah. Letter or something. What I was hoping to find on this guy.
What is my investigate? 24.
You're looking into these goblins. You find really crappy, crudely made weapons. Shitty armor. The guys before, at least their gear was well maintained, if not the best quality. You don't find any notes or anything on them. You find a few like trophies on a couple of the goblins. Like one of them has a necklace of ears. The other has a bracelet of teeth. All of which look humanoid.
Lovely.
Aside from that, you don't find anything that would lead you to believe that they are connected to the other individuals you had met on the road.
I'm gonna cast Goodberry while I'm sitting down. I'm gonna eat 5 of them.
Did Platt get hurt again after he was healed? I forget.
Yup!
All right, yeah, great. So then Grayson is going to do his rounds, starting with Platt. Just go sitting down, whip out the med kit.
Platt got fucked up that fight.
The med kit that I totally remembered to put in my gear.
Jasnah will approach the new person, the very large individual, and just thank you very much for your assistance.
Yeah, as you come up to him, he's sitting there, and like cupped in his two hands is a dandelion that he picked recently, and he's talking to it. And you hear him saying, "And then this guy sat me down at this really weird table and said, 'Hello, my name is Igor.'" And he goes on with this story, describing his experience with a guy in a red velvet room who sent him to go find other people that went to this red velvet room.
Blue
And then-
velvet.
Blue? I don't
Blue?
know why I got red in my head.
Most colorblind, you see.
Also, do you want to describe what Mo looks like for everyone?
Yeah, so Mo is a very tall individual. He looks like a furbolg. The reason I'm saying that is because I'm not 1,000% sure what a furbolg look like. Very tall, pointy ears, blue. Describe him. I've described him as a California surfer dude. If he was also mixed with like a guy from Maine.
Surfer cow.
Yeah, well, not cow. So there's not actually bovine in Mo, but he is wearing scale mail armor and has a shield that is shaped like an acorn. Oh, and he's barefoot because shoes, whatever.
Do his feet look like bears?
Well, once I can figure out how to make that happen, yes. But as for right now, no, they're just giant ass feet.
Alter self is great for puns.
All right. Thank you for your description.
Do you know what the rest of us look like, or do you want us to describe ourselves as well?
I actually, I was there at session 0, and I listened to the first episode.
Oh, gotcha.
So,
okay.
I do have descriptions.
I'll describe the extra tag along then, who is currently just cleaning off his blade and just awkwardly shifting around, trying to avoid eye contact with Orryn. And he is a half elf, very muscular looking build. It looks like his natural hair is brown, but mixed in with it are a number of different colored hairs. Some kind of look like beard hairs from dwarves. Some look like very few look like scaly, like maybe 2 of them look like a scaly bit of a tail from a Dragonborn.
Okay. So as Mo gets done talking to this flower, he's going to set it down and then turn towards Jasnah and say, "Hello, I'm Mo."
Very nice to meet you, Mo. She's
Nice
kind
to
of
meet
giving
you, too.
like a curious look now. Seems seems we have a friend in common. And, she'll fill out that.
Wazel?
A friend that seems to enjoy the color blue a great deal.
Did this friend look like a giant squirrel that talked?
No.
Oh, different friend. You so real quick, you get the sense like him talking to the flower and then talking to you is he wasn't trying to be rude and ignore you, but you get the sense that he could only really focus on like one thing at a time. Not the brightest bulb, but kind soul. And yeah, he's gonna sit there and he's gonna look at you and be like, I was sent to meet some people who went to a velvet room. Have you seen them?
Well, you found them.
Oh. He's gonna like be looking around at the goblins like, oh no. I don't think this is what he had in mind at all.
You kind of look down and you realize you're currently standing on the shattered bits of a goblin that was frozen.
You... No, friend. I'm talking about us.
Oh. That's better. And then at this point he will stand up, standing quite tall. And he will extend a hand out to shake you and be like, hello, I'm Mo.
I like the idea of the phrase "shake you," not shake your hand. Grab Cass's shoulders and just.
Yes, I like that idea much more.
Well, so when I met Igor, Mo had heard that it's polite at an end of a meeting to shake hands. So he stood up and held out both of his hands and shaked them at Igor. So, Mo has never left this forest. And he has...
Is Mo explaining this?
Sure I can. I'm like, I'm Mo. I'm from here. My people were also from here. But they said that the other people were cutting down the trees, and so they had to find another place. And then I met a giant talking squirrel. And that giant talking squirrel threw a party. And then I died at the party. And then the giant talking squirrel turned into a tree and told me that I could come back to life. And then I fell asleep and went into a blue velvet room, and now I am here.
That sounds like quite an adventure. We have
When
also...
they hear the story, just turns, looks at Platt to make sure the good berries aren't actually edibles.
Why can't they be both?
Because that spell would not
good berries.
Because it would not be a first level spell, and I would quit adventuring to start a distributor.
From the good berry home with a good berry. I was told to ask you how to get back to the velvet room.
Didn't Igor give you a key?
Did Igor give you a key?
No, you took the card and that was it.
I took a card? Okay, I don't remember what I did. Okay, yeah, I will show them this card and be like, I took this.
You reach into your pocket to grab what you where you think the card, like when you touch the card, it shattered and entered you, and that, like, so you didn't actually take a card, but you pat yourself down and you do feel a metal or some object in your pocket.
Okay, I now pull this object out of my pocket.
It is a key with the number 0 on it.
Okay, I will pull out the key and be like, oh, look, it was a key. I thought I was just happy to see you.
0 to 100 escalation.
Grayson
Mo-
around the corner of the rock, highly concerned.
Mo,
Platt also leans around the side of the rock.
Mo will then sit there at his own joke and be like,
He's not done.
Grayson, all you hear next to your head, to the side of your head, is.
Yes, it just lifts the hand, pats him up
Oh,
on the
shit.
arms. I think we probably have some things to talk about. I noticed you were able to calm one of our horses. Do you think you could do the same for the other? He's still not,
I got it. And Platt will get up and start walking over to the other horse that's still freaking out.
oh, I did forget to mention one thing about Mo.
Mo, no.
He is wearing a Davy Crockett style hat on his head that is an actual living raccoon. His name is Miko.
beautiful.
They'll just start talking to the horse and calming it down.
Grayson will move down the line to whoever needs healing next, and Jasnah's first in line. Actually, Amavasya's closer. Amavasya, do you need any healing?
We should all take a short rest.
Amavasya looks like she was, or sorry, not she, they were not injured even a little bit.
Excellent. Okay, then I just keep moving. Just good work, not getting hurt. Great. Jasnah, you were pretty banged up. And he'll just...
I'll be alright with a bit of a rest. You should save your magic.
Who needs magic when you got old-fashioned tools? And he'll just kind of like heft the med kit in front of him.
Grayson, we can take a rest and heal naturally. Don't waste your shit.
Fine.
A rest sounds great. And he's just going to come up to this wagon, climb in, lay down, and just instantly, as soon as he lays down, falls asleep.
Burton's
We
looking
didn't
from
know
him
until now,
to
right?
everybody else.
Like, we did just meet him, right?
Literally just, like, Platt, he was doing
No
stuff while you were on
correction.
the other side of the map.
Correction. One of us has met him.
Well,
Two, if you
Great,
include Igor.
Orryn was
no.
there when you were talking with him, so I guess the two of you kind of both have listened to his ramblings.
So he's asleep?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I still steal from him?
Sure, you can go through all my pockets.
I just want to check out, yeah.
Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check.
I hope you have literally nothing on you.
I have literally what I am wearing and 15 gold pieces, but I gold means nothing to me, so...
So all of us, you
Versus
give me a sleight of hand.
14 plus 6, 20.
Yeah,
on.
he does not know at all that you are rummaging through him, and you find exactly what he said is on him, and a small coin purse with 15 gold.
Also,
That
14
is all.
plus 6 perception. to see Amavasya doing this. Because I was staring in that direction.
So 20 and
She was
Amavasya with
playing.
Oh yeah, sorry, it wasn't stealth to anybody else. It was just stealth to the sleeping person, so I didn't wake him.
Just walk over, bop Amavasya on the head, and continue walking.
Before you even bought me, you'll see that like as soon as I get to the coin pouch and realize that's all there is, I'm just like, boring. And we'll just kind of like put it back.
Sound effect of a mad turtle.
So are we spending an hour?
I think so. I was impaled. You know how that goes.
Orryn will take out a brass brazier and burn some incense and stuff in it if we're taking an hour. And at the end of the hour, Moire will reappear.
It'll take a minute
Alright.
in that hour to use primeval awareness to see how many other monstrosities are in these goddamn woods.
Now I need to buy more incense.
How far is the range on
5 miles.
that? Yeah, you use that and you feel a blip of a warg. Or you feel a blip of a monstrosity, which you, judging by the direction of your very high survival check earlier. Oh my god, giant cat with wings. You feel it running off in a far direction, and you actually sense a few more blips in the direction in which it is heading.
Well, good news, bad news. Good news, that goblin is still running. Bad news, it's running to a camp.
Fun.
Which makes me want to go to their camp before they come looking for us again.
You just get a look from Grayson like, the fuck? Or we could get the hell out of Dodge. And he'll just kind of gesture down the road.
I don't want to leave them. People use this road, Grayson. And goblins breed like mad. They'll have numbers again shortly. We almost lost to that. And we are good at what we do.
Just get to the pocket. There's something hard. This is getting concerning. It doots.
It jukes.
Anywho, I feel like this is a perfect spot to leave off for tonight. You guys will have your short rest, gain whatever you gain back, and you guys can.
And
I feel like, oh god, that was loud.
sorry.
You guys can all level up.
Hey, fuck.
I'll say you can do it. I can say you could do it
before-
during the short rest, so you can add your any hit points that you either choose to roll or take just to your total, but so you still have the same amount lost, but you gain whatever you roll.
Darn, no Skyrim level ups.
Yeah, no, you're
I'm
not
full
getting
now.
full hit points.
Do I find anything during the short rest?
What are you looking for? And where? On what?
In chat, the anything
Oh.
herb-like in the immediate area.
Oh, give me a nature check.
Ooh, 3.
You find some mushrooms.
Yeah, I'll take them.
You're not sure what they do,
We go
so
find out
you can
sometime.
just write in mushrooms ?
Mushrooms?
You have 2
Mushroom.
handfuls worth.
I'm sorry, it was how much?
Mushroom.
2 handfuls worth of these
Mushroom.
interesting looking mushrooms. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was very combat heavy, but I hope it was at least something interesting.
God, it was so often.
I can
Oh my
now
God.
shoot things in melee range.
Nice.
With a what the hell?
With everything.
It's just everything for crossbow man.
Crossbow expert is everything.
Yep.
Pug.
It applies to magic too.
Being within 5 feet of a hostile creature does not impose disadvantage on ranged attack rolls. Ha
On blanket ranged attack rolls.
Damn.
Damn.
What's going to let me use my shotgun and shield combination later on.
Well, I will end the stream here. So
Bye, stream.
Bye,
Thanks
internet.
for hanging.
Bye,
we'll
stream.
see you next week.